Greetings all, Imbolc blessings here. Ooh, I love that. I've been very drawn to my Luminarian deck here recently. I've had a lot of messages speaking of those particular star seeds and even mentioning Mount Shasta, which is in this deck that I am using. Oh, nothing like a surprise there. Literally, the bottom of the deck is Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta. What the fuck? Okay. So for those of you who don't know, Imbolc is the Celtic or Gallic celebration of the beginning, taking place in the 1st and 2nd of February. It is the first moments that the earth is waking up from her slumber, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. This is when you're going to start seeing the daffodils. They are the first flowers to come up, at least in my area here. The first two cards that came out for you are Journey to Wholeness, and this is one of my favorite cards in this deck, 111 on my timer. This Journey to Wholeness is truly what we have been going through in these past few months and these past few shifts in these energy cycles. We have been fundamentally changing who we are, expelling, regurgitating, and releasing so much from us that is not in alignment with who we are. And look at the lines here. It is not a straight or linear path. It is going to be varied, and this is why it is so important that you have a connection to your solar plexus chakra. And it has come out with radiant illumination alongside the Journey to Wholeness. You have a very activated solar plexus chakra because this is not just the seat of your intuition and your most direct connection to the divine. It is the seat of your identity. The root chakra is your safety and security. The sacral chakra is your passion and pleasure. And your solar plexus chakra is your ego, your soul's purpose, your identity. And all of that comes to the heart so that you love yourself, so that you have an understanding and value in yourself. The charms that I pulled beforehand state, be still and know. And I love that so much because we also have the cameo, I think these are called. I would always see girls wearing these in school. I never had one myself, but I feel like I'm going to have one made for my daughter. There's also a flower coming in here, and it is a darker flower. Going along with the Be Still and Know, this is Imbolc energy. Saint Bridget or Goddess Bridget, however you choose to refer to her, she is the same energy, is the patron goddess of not just Ireland, but this season, because she is rebirth. She is craftsmanship. She is healing and poetry and blessing to poverty is what I want to say. Like I'm thinking about the work that I do at the community center, which is a food bank here in my area. And just that level of selfless care is carrying through with her. Wow. Yeah. Offerings and Wealth came out in reverse with Plant Medicine Truth. You might have been so many of us are going through a bit of a ego death when it comes to what it means to be successful, what it means to have success, to have abundance. Wealth is not abundance. It is related and a form of abundance, but abundance itself just means plenty. And you have plenty of love, you have plenty of power, you have plenty of connection. I have such wonderful heart energy right now, and I'm so grateful for that because I actually have a difficult time sometimes feeling my heart chakra because of the damage to it. And so thank you, Spirit, for that. This plant medicine is reminding me a lot of messages that I had been getting recently, and something that I'm noticing in myself, is how often we get distracted and we just go into like indulgent things. I mean, I'm not calling anyone out. I literally had a bacon cheeseburger with Ruffles about 2 hours ago. This plant medicine is offering you a deeper sense of healing than something that you can get over the counter. What you are being offered here is so much more than what you currently believe you have. And so what you are being asked to offer, to give in order to receive in this time of rebirth, is the weeds of your life. What is it that is choking your nutrients? What is it that is choking your happiness? There might be a sacred site, a place that you can go to, a place that you're being asked to find. Mount Shasta itself is a sacred site. If you are in the Arizona area, I believe it's Arizona, but that is a very powerful place where luminarian activity occurs. Be safe and ward yourself if you're gonna go there. Like, one does not simply walk into Mount Shasta, but you don't have to go to a ley line place like this to find sacred sites. Something is made sacred when you give the energy, invocation, and power that it is pure, it is of God, and it cannot be tainted. There is a forest near me that I go to that is currently being logged, and it is still my sacred site. There are still places inside of it that I go to and find complete sanctuary and safety. Well, yes, it is being logged. It is being reaped. It is being torn apart by greed. Star seeds and elementals. Thank you. You were at the bottom of the deck. The morning star radiance. I shoot for the star. Radiance is my birthright. Something that I have come to an understanding of is that a lot of the energies that we are told are evil and a lot of the energies that we are told are good is really a gray area. The intention that you approach them with is what is important. Lucifer himself is not a devil unless you paint him as such, and then he will match energy and reply in kind. Lilith is not an evil entity unless you approach her wrong. She is simply going to defend herself in the way that she has always needed to. The intentions that you approach energies with, the intentions you approach yourself with, are being tested and looked at right now, because you can't lie to spirit. You cannot pull one over on them because they know you to your very soul. The Amazon Queen, battle. I am a devoted warrior of the universe, and we are in war right now, my love. It may not have come to that name here, but that is where I feel the direction we're going. And there's something that needs to be told, something that needs to be shared, either from you or from your experiences later down the line. That the storyteller intention. I didn't even register that. I didn't even register that it was intention. I am the narrator of my life. And this is really important. I feel like I have to go to part 2 because I haven't even touched my map deck. But with everything that is going on in the world right now, it is happening in this way to distract us, to upset us, and throw us off of our equilibrium. And what you have the ability to do right now is redirect your focus and energy to something that you can control. Your responses. Do not react at a situation because that is going to be the energy you have in the moment, and it could be explosive. It could be volatile. With the solar plexus chakra, you are being asked to lean into your intuition right now because the 3D realm is falling apart and will not provide you with the logical or physical confirmations that you are looking for. You have to trust yourself. Let's go to part 2, my loves.